this is just kind of a review of last night's class. It's 15th-ish or 14th-ish of April. And so I want to try and make these videos soon after class if I get a chance, just while stuff's fresh in my head, just to review what we've did and to give you some things to do, for, looking up towards next week. Okay, so strumming patterns, right? One thing we talked about, just to review, what was that? So we'll think of a tempo, right? Those are your downbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? When your foot's hitting the ground and you're tapping your foot or whatever. And then the upbeats are in between, the ands, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and when your foot's coming up, or when my hand's coming up. So that's how you can split the beats further, right? 16th notes would be 1E into 2E into 3E into 4. But we're going to stick with quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters, and now eighth. Then if we alternate quarter note, eighth note pair, quarter note, eighth note pair, that's a nice little strumming pattern, good as a default when something's not too fast anyway. Because that's basically what we talked about. And then there's all types of variations to that. And kind of what I talked about a little bit, and this is not a rule, none of this is rules, but stuff to think about strumming down on the downbeat and up on the upbeat. So for instance, we started talking about that a little bit last night with a blues jump kind of rhythm, right? Which is, is that what that's called? Like a shuffle or jump or something like that kind of thing. And so what that is it's a down on the 1, and then on the end of 2, it's like 1, 2, end, 1, 2, end. So I'm doing that second one as an up instead of going like I'm doing that. Right? I'm not doing that. Something to think about when strumming. I used to not think about strumming at all and just kind of let it happen, and that's mostly a good way to do it most of the time, but sometimes I want to think about it, and that's what I'm thinking about when am I strumming up on the upbeats. Again, you can get a different kind of sound by going down on the upbeats and vice versa, and that's cool. It's not that this is not about right or wrong. It's just something to think about. It adds like a certain smoothness, that up on the upbeat thing. Anyway, what else we talked? We talked about Blackberry Blossom, right? I'll send a link to the backing tracks. So I'm going to send some links to the bluegrass backing tracks. Use this resource, and this because you need extended time when you're learning stuff, right? So. What you could do with something like that is play it over and over and over and over again. And even the simple stuff, not just for hard things, right? But this was a little bit of a hard thing. For some of you, it was like that Blackberry Blossom. I'll send the link. There's lots of sites where you can have the chords and the melody to this song. I wrote it on the board. I took a picture. I'll send that if you don't have it. That's a good thing. You don't have to play it with the backing tracks, but then if you do, it keeps you at a steady speed. And if you're interested in learning the melody, which is out there, that's more of a longer term task, but that's out there. And then then you really do want to play it with the background tracks. They come at different speeds, 90, 80 being really slow, 120 and up being fast. I'll also do the same thing for Long Journey Home. That was different. That was the opposite. That one was hard because the chords never changed hardly, right? So I would say listen to that song, listen to Long Journey Home, get it in your head, and then see if you can play it either with or without the backing tracks, and make those changes at the right time, which is this. I can feel that C coming right here. Right? The D comes a little early. Here it goes. There it is. So that's listen to it, play it. It's also in the backing track. So this is a good one to practice soloing with, right? In the key of G, the links to backtracks might be an A, which means put a capo on 2. Even for whatever if you're playing uke or guitar, or work it out in A. But putting capo on 2 is a good one. That one you put it on a slow speed and just work through those pentatonic scales, right? Again, slow means 80, 90, 100 is still slowish. 120 it starts getting fast. Above 120 is usually considered super fast. The other one that's worth practicing is, I'm not sure if there's a link to any backing track for this one, but it's still worth practicing. The last one we did, which is also a little hard, little Sadie, like D minor, F, back to D minor, A minor. Fun to play, and again, it's a little harder than some of the stuff. There's something about that D minor and F, and you don't need to go for the whole bar. You can't. I'm just going for that. That's those 4 strings. Maybe I'll get that thumb there if I want. Right back from that A minor, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that A7, and then finishes these 2 measures. Okay, so that's some stuff. This is a review of what we did. These songs, they're all worth practicing. Little Sadie, because it's just the chord progression's a little difficult. Blackberry Blossom, because it changes so fast. And Long Journey Home, because it hardly ever changes and forces you to keep track. So those are all, things to practice. And particularly on Long Journey Home, I wouldn't recommend it on Blackberry Blossom or Little Sadie. A Long Journey Home, great one to practice improvising too. Just break out that G pentatonic scale all over the place and throw in some other notes as well. And all right, I think we're good. I'll send this out and I'll see you all next week.